Hello everyone, my name is Tony Iyke. Today I want to basically give you guys a breakdown of this gold bias that I had, or this gold setup I had for quite a while now. It's been like 3 months since I made the analysis, and finally we've hit our target after 3 months. Now I'm not a swing trader, but majority of my setups all confluence with like higher time frames directional bias. So the type of trader I am is that once I have my directional bias on the higher time frames and I have the markup for it, I tend to trade in line with the general direction of the market. So for however long it takes for that bias to get hit, for that my target to hit, I will keep trading in line with the current direction of the market till that target has been met. So 3 months ago, May 18th precisely, I made this analysis when, because there was a break of structure here, price taking out this high, and then this pullback gave me my inducement, and then the nearest PUI to the inducement happens to be this breaker block right here. So I was waiting for price to come down here and then buy up again to take out this high. So the moment that happened, I went to the 4 hours time frame and I got a confirmation when price returned to this demand zone down here. So I got him to this trade from this zone, and then I had my take profit level at this high. Basically, it's this kind of structure. So you're meant to get like a break of structure, get your inducement. Eventually, price will take out your inducement, then trigger your POI, and the take profit level will be the last high before your point of interest got triggered. So here will be your take profit level. So that was basically what this analysis was, but this was on the higher time frame, on the 4 hours time frame. So I knew it was going to take me a long period of time for the target to hit. So I'm not a swing trader. So what I do is just once I have the markup, I tend to maybe take my profit at the nearest liquidity pool, then look for more setups in line with the direction of the market that I already analyzed before. So if you pay attention, all the trades that I took here were just buys because I was taking trades in line with this overall bias that I have in the market. So I made the analysis on the 4 hours time frame, which on May 18th, May 18, 2025, this was the buy setup I had. My take profit level at the high 3514.22. So since then, I would take my trade, I will close at the nearest drawn liquidity. Then the next time I see, so I had in mind that I was bullish on gold, so I was only focused on taking buys on gold. So if you pay attention, you can see me taking more entries, basically just buy entries. Since the directional bias of the market, the target has not yet been met, I was going to focus only on taking buys until that target has been met. So that was basically what I was doing. So I took my first buy setup there. I closed after a while before the overall target got hit. Then I saw another entry, another break of structure, more like a double break of structure, taking out multiple highs. Then I got my inducement, and then I took another buy from this breaker block right here, the nearest POI to the inducement. Then I took my profit at this trend line liquidity, because I take my profit using different types of liquidity that we have in the market. So if I observe and I see any drawn liquidity, I use it to take my profit. So when I took this trade from this breaker block, the nearest liquidity zone I could see was this trend line liquidity right here. So that was where I took my profit, the trend line liquidity there. So after that, I got another entry, basically this structure sheet here, the inducement, then the nearest point of interest to the inducement is the other block. So I took this trade there. My take profit level, same thing. I can incorporate trend line liquidity to take my profit here, or I can also incorporate the last high before my point of interest got triggered. So this particular trade here is this right here. See, this is the analysis. I took a couple more trades. I think I've deleted some of the markups. So this was the analysis. This was the play out here. So I kept taking more trades, including this on the 3 hours time frame. I got this analysis on the 3 hours time frame. It was a 3 hours order block. I got a confirmation also from a 3 hours order block also. See, 3 hours order block. I got a confirmation on the 3 hours order block, and I took another buy, another long buy. So I just kept looking for buys in line with this directional bias I already marked out on the 4 hours time frame. Basically, the breaker block was on the daily time frame, so I knew it was going to take an extensive period of time for that target to be met. So I just kept looking for buys and buys and buys. I wasn't looking for sells because that would oppose the directional bias of the market that I already marked out. So any sales that I got in the market, I was basically using this as an opportunity to look for more buy entries. So this trade right here was this. Yeah, this. So this was when I had the analysis. Then, so basically looking for more buy entries in line with my overall directional bias that I already marked out on the daily time frame. So I took this buy. After that, I got another entry. Took this buy here on the 30 minutes time frame. So this was the before. I'm trying to find the before. This was the before. Yeah, this 30 minutes time frame. Trade this here. Hang on, my trading view is lagging. Okay. Yeah, and this was the play out. So I basically just kept looking for buys and buys and buys until eventually that high got taken out. And one thing you should know about gold is when a new all-time high has been made, price tends towards go higher. So I kept looking for more buy entries for me to keep trading gold, because I knew basically after the all-time high has been made, even though there are going to be retracements, gold will still be bullish for an extensive period of time. So I took this buy on Monday or on Sunday, beginning of the week. This buy right here. This was the analysis. Took this buy. Then I also took another buy today, NFP, which was this. So this is 1:32 risk to reward ratio trade. This is a 1:17 risk to reward ratio trade. This is a 1:14 risk to reward ratio trade. I took a couple setups in line with that daily time frame bias that I had marked out. This the 1:13 risk to reward ratio trade. So the only thing is that I'm not a swing trader. So because I'm not a swing trader, I don't hold trades for an extensive period of time. What I do is once I have my bias marked out, my target, I tend to look for entries in line with that target that I marked out. Until price hits that target, I'm going to be trading in that direction. So if I'm bearish, if my overall bias is bearish on a daily time frame, I know it can take me months before my target gets hit. Since I'm not a swing trader, I can take intraday trades. Highest I can hold a trade for will be like a day or 2 days. Then the next day, I just look for another entry to get a continuation to take more sells. And if I'm bullish, I'll look for continuation to take more buys. So that was what I was doing. So that was it on gold. And also, I had this analysis on USDJPY 4 hours time frame. I'm bearish on UJ, because overall we are bearish on USDJPY. You can see this is a clear downtrend. And then so price just rallied up to just trigger this OB for more sales. After that, price gave more confirmations by giving me this structure shift to the downside here, taking out this low, this inducement. I can mark any high as my inducement. Then this is the breaker block. The nearest POI after my inducement is this breaker here. So price tapped into the breaker, and then I could have gotten in here, but I was not active when this triggered. So I got in here, targeting this low. Because you guys understand the concepts of this now. If there's a break or stretch to the downside and price gives you an inducement, then comes to trigger your POI, the profit level will be at the low. So that was basically what I did here. This was before NFP. Before NFP today. So this was when I had the analysis there. Then this is the current playout. Yet to hit targets, but hopefully it does. So I'm not a swing trader. So what I'll do is once I take a trade, I already took my profit at this nearest drawn liquidity at this support level here. Next week, I'll look for another continuation entry to look for more sales. If it gives me that, I'll look for sales until eventually the final target gets hit. So that's it, guys. So see you guys another time. This is just I had to rush it because I have something to do. So I'll see you guys another time.